Hello and welcome to this episode of This Entrepreneurial Life. Today it's all about how to write your first book. I am holding my microphone today because I'm having some issues with my other microphone. And today it's all about writing your first book. Good morning, that's my alarm to wake up and say hello. So yeah, haven't been doing these for a little while. I'm in London at the moment. So what I want to show you here is my first book called Outsourcing Mastery. So let's talk about, first of all, why should you write a book? Okay, so first of all, you can make money on it. That's one thing. Most people don't make a lot of money on their books. And so one strategic thing to do is that it's positioning. So let's say you have an outsourcing company, you want to get more outsourcing clients, you can write a book, something called Outsourcing Mastery, like something called Outsourcing Mastery. And that will really give you a better foundation to get more clients. So first of all, it's something that you can give away for free, but more importantly, when you write the book, you're actually learning a lot and teaching yourself a lot about the processes that you might have been doing unconsciously. So writing a book actually gets sort of your brain down on paper. It's a good process for sort of manifesting the processes that you believe are worth sharing. So it's a very educational way of getting things down on paper and communicating them to your audience. But you might not want to write a business book or a how-to book. You might be wanting to write a fiction book. That is not something I know a lot about, but I'm sure that's a lot of fun. How to write a book is quite a wide topic. So I'm going to talk shortly about my experience, the sort of tips and tricks that I use to make it happen. I have two best-selling books. One is called Never Work Again, my second book, which is actually my most popular one. And then my latest book, which came out this year, called 90 Days to Profit, also a best-selling book. So when I started writing these books in 2012, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to publish it, how to sort of actually get it done. But as with most things, it is just about getting started. So how do you get started? Well, first of all, you don't need to know the title of the book first. You can actually just outline the chapters. And one thing to bear in mind is that when you're producing anything like this video or a book or an app or anything, you're always competing against other people's products and attention. So if their product is more entertaining than yours, if it's more interesting, then they're likely to possibly swap to that from your product if it's not good. However, having said that, don't worry so much about quality when you first start, because you can actually have an editor come in and edit your book for you. So on every single book that I worked, I had help. So I don't try to do everything myself. That's part of my core teachings, is always look for other people that have talents and then leverage those talents to make things happen. So Outsourcing Mastery was written with my business partner in the Philippines, Regina Evangelista. So that was a co-written book. My latest book was also a co-written book. And I don't make the graphics myself. I don't make the covers myself. Oftentimes I don't come up with the title myself. So I have a team, and I built a team for these books. When I started out with my first book, it was going to be called Delete Your Work Week. It looked very differently, but you know, one thing to do is definitely start by deciding that I'm going to write a book, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to do the best that I can to make it happen. So I guess the core lesson of this video is to decide that you're going to do it and then get going on it. So what is the first step of getting going? Well, it's deciding, and then number two, it is outlining the chapters of the book. Okay, so what kind of things do you believe that should be in the book? So anything from 7 to 8 chapters is kind of what is enough for a book. There's many different ways of writing a book. You can write it yourself. You can co-write it with one author, two authors. You can have every chapter in your book can be an interview with an expert in the given field. So if you want to write a book about Bitcoin, you can interview 8 Bitcoin experts, and every interview that you do with the Bitcoin experts becomes a chapter in your book. You then hire an editor to edit all the interviews. You can even hire somebody to transcribe every interview that you do, and then they get sent to an editor. The editor then edits it, and then you get it back. You write the intro and the outro, and then hey presto, you have a book. So it doesn't have to be a complicated process. However, I do believe in creating quality. So even though you interview those experts, put in the necessary work to really make it a piece of work that you can be proud of. So outsourcing mastery was something that I just put out there. I just did it to get it done. Never Work Again is something I spent about 2 years working on. So it's really a process. For me, the process was one way. For you, it'll be another way. And having a book is great. Of all the things I've done, you know, that's kind of the one thing I've gotten most recognition from, and also most leads, and I've had a lot of fun writing the books as well. It's always fun and painful at the same time. So in the book, you need to have bonus material, so people can click the link to a bonus material, put in their name and email, and then you connect with them. So this video, for instance, is going out to people that have read one of my books, that have opted into one of my bonuses. This video gets sent out every Friday, and you know, my followers, my list can watch it, view it. So that's one thing that's part of the book. Is only one part of a larger picture. Because from the book, the sort of end goal is the high ticket items. High ticket items are sort of $10,000 plus things. So that can be giving a speech, it can be doing a workshop, it can be selling information marketing products or info products. So the book is kind of the first part of a funnel of things that you're looking to do. But I believe it's kind of the first step, because once you write the book, you kind of know what you're about, and then you can start teaching it. So that is a little bit about how to write a book. You can use a ghostwriter as well. A ghostwriter is basically somebody that interviews you about your knowledge, and then they write the book for you. In terms of marketing, in terms of getting published, I've self-published every single book. I have gotten publishing deals. I have turned them down because I want the flexibility of self-publishing. And if you self-publish, the important thing is to hire a marketing team to really get your book out there. I never would have had that many. I never would have gotten 150,000 books distributed if I didn't use a marketing team, book marketing team, to help me launch the books. So on that note, if you like this video, hit like or share it below. Please subscribe as well. If you want to watch more interviews with world-leading experts, I've interviewed more than 250 millionaires, billionaires, real estate investors, Zen masters, Navy SEAL commandos. You can check those out at Hardcore MBA. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.